Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Great. You have a very nice sound system. Amazing. Very rare. Very good. This is also visible, है ना? Wonderful. Is it visible? I'm okay. In case, no issues.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Continue. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. हरे कृष्णा. चालू कर. 2 मिनट के तो.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Rama Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Am I audible? Yes. Hare Krishna. Mukharvind Prabhu is there? Okay. Huh? Okay. We'll sing this song, Atma Nivedana Tu Apade. Atma Nivedana Tu Apade Kori Hoinu Parama Sukhi. Atma Nivedana Tua Pade Kori Hoinu Parama Sukhi. Total. दुख दूर गेलो चिंता ना रहिलो चौदिखे आनंद देखी दुख दूर गेलो चिंता ना रहिलो चौदिखे आनंद देखी अशोक अभय अमृत आधर तुम्हारा चरण द्वय तहाते एको न विश्राम लबिया छड़िनु भवेर भय तोमार संसारे करिबो सेवन नाहिबो फलेर भागी तव सुखे जहाँ करिबो जतन होए पदे अनुरागी तोमार सेवाय दुख होय जत सही तो परम सुख सेवा सुख दुख परम संपद नाशाय अविद्या दुःख पूर्व इतिहास बोली न सकला सेवा सुख पे माने আমি তো তোমারা তুমি তো আমারা কি কাজ অপরাধনে भक्ति विनोद आनंद डूबिया तुम्हार सेवारत रे सब चेष्टा करे तव इच्छा मतो ठाकिया तुम्हार गरे आत्मनिवेदन तू अपदे कोरी होइनु परम सुखी Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So here in this song, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is telling what it means to be surrendered to Krishna and what is the result of surrendering to Krishna. All of us are trying to in some way surrender to Krishna and become devotees of Krishna. So here is saying Atma Nivedana Tua Pada Kori Hoinu Parama Sukhi. Oh my dear Krishna, I have surrendered to your lotus feet. And what is the result of surrendering to your lotus feet? Hoinu Parama Sukhi. I have become very joyful. I have become very happy. Parama Sukhi. Dukha dure gelo. Chinta na rahilo. Chaudikya anandiki. All miseries have gone far away. Dukha dure gelo. Chinta na rahilo. All anxieties are finished. Chaudikya anand dekhi. In all directions I am seeing happiness. Haribol. Haribol. How many of you have got little experience of this? How many of you think that your life has become better and more happy after coming to Krishna consciousness? Raise hands. Okay. So this is the result. More we sincerely practice Krishna consciousness, more we can experience this. This is what is awaiting for us. More we are having what is resistance to surrender. More we are having hesitation to surrender. More we will be caught up in miseries and anxieties of this world. But if we can surrender to Krishna, we can experience this thing. Great happiness. Ashoka Abhaya Amrit Adhara Tomara Chorandoy. My dear Krishna, your two lotus feet, what are their characteristics? Ashoka. Shoka means lamentation. In this world, everybody is lamenting. Oh, why did I do that? Why did he do that? Why did she do that? Maybe I should have entered different college. I should have taken job in different company. I should have been this, that. No, always lamenting. But if one takes shelter of lotus feet of Krishna, one can be free from all lamentation of past. Ashoka. Abhaya. Another characteristic of lotus feet of Lord is that if you surrender to him, his lotus feet, one can become fearless. In this world of uncertainties, we don't know what is going to come next. In this world of dualities, this world of this is very challenging world. No matter wherever you go, from Brahmaloka to Pataloka, including America. So there's always some uncertainties in future. that causes some anxiety and fear. But result of surrendering to lotus feet of Krishna is that one becomes fearless. So all lamentation of past is finished. All fear of future is gone. And in present, Amrita Adhara. In present, lotus feet of Krishna emanate so much nectar that one can experience that nectar at every moment. We can experience that great joy and happiness just by serving lotus feet of Krishna. Tahate ekhona vishrama labya chadino bhaver bhai. My dear Krishna, now I have got shelter at your lotus feet. Vishrama labya. Now I am feeling peaceful. I am feeling great shelter. I am now peaceful. And chadino bhaver bhai. Now I have given up all fear of material existence. You see, in this world, fear is the most dominating factor. All insurance companies are flourishing based on principle of fear. Eating, mating, sleeping, defending, defense out of fear. Other problems are for some time. That fear problem is all the time. Tomar sansare koribo sevana nahibo foler bhage. My dear Krishna, now I will do your samsar, your household. Now I will not do my household. This house, in illusion, I was thinking is mine, but now I know it is your house. And I am just a caretaker in this house. You are the proprietor, I am the caretaker. Earlier I was thinking I am doing my household and there was so much anxiety. But now I understand this is your house and I will do your household. And while doing all services for you, nahibo folera bhagi. I will not expect any fruits. I will do it for your pleasure, for your satisfaction, selflessly. Tava sukhe jaha koribo jatana hoye padira anuragi. And being attached to your lotus feet, koribe jatana, I will put lot of efforts. I will not be lazy. I will not be, but I will put koribo jatana, I will put efforts. For what? Tava sukhe jaha. Whatever pleases you, whatever gives you pleasure, for your satisfaction, for your pleasure, I will put lots of efforts. Being attached to your lotus feet. Tomara sevaya dukkya hoye jato sehi parama sukha. My dear Lord, sometimes in your sevas there may be some challenges, some difficulties. They may come. Maybe you may test me. But whatever challenge come in your service, sehi parama sukha. That will be my great joy. I will not take it as trouble. Like for example, for mothers to take care of children, there may be troublesome, but it's great joy. They don't think it's a burden. They think, oh, they joyfully take care because they love. It's out of love. So out of love, when there is love, one doesn't feel the burden. So devote Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Teopara Seva, in your service, there may be difficulty challenge, but those difficult challenges, I think, Parama Sukha. I feel great happy. I feel pleasure. I feel privilege to take some trouble for your pleasure. Seva Sukha Dukha Parama Sampada Nashaya Avidya Dukha. And whatever troubles and happiness come in service is Parama Sampada, is my great wealth. Because Nashaya Avidya Dukha, because that destroy the root cause of suffering, that is ignorance. The service to you destroys all ignorance. Divya Gyan Hriday Prakashito. Knowledge is, divine knowledge revealed in the heart and all ignorance is dispelled. And all ignorance is dispelled and all suffering also are gone. Purva Ityasa Bhulinu Sakala Seva Sukhe Pey Mane. My dear Krishna, I am feeling so much happy in your service that now I have forgotten all my past. Ami to tomar, tumi to amar, ki kaj aparadhane. I am yours, my dear Lord, and you are mine. And if you are mine, why I have to worry about any other wealth? If I get Lakshmi Pati, why I have to worry about any Lakshmi? I have got you, Krishna. So now I have no worries. I have got the greatest wealth. Bhakti Vinoda Ananda Dubya Tomara Sevartare. Bhakti Vinod Thakur is drowning in ecstasy, in joy, in happiness. And he is crossing over this ocean by rendering service to your lotus feet. Sab chesta kore, tava ichha mate. Thakiya tomar kare. My dear Lord, now I am going to stay in your house. It is not that you are going to stay in my house. Hmm? My dear Lord, I am going to stay in your house. And how I am going to stay? I am going to stay and work very hard. Sab chesta kore. I will do lot of chesta. And how I will do chesta? Tava ichha mate. All efforts, all endeavors I will do as per tava ichha, as per your desire. I will just become your menial servant. And in this way, I will lead my life. Becoming your servant, living in your house, trying to please you. I will leave my house blissfully, joyfully, happily. Rebol. When we become servant of a great master, master takes all anxiety. Servant has no anxiety. Recession चल रहा है, ये चल रहा है, ये problem, वो problem, government problem. Servant doesn't have to worry. Master takes care of everything. If we try to become master, then we have to take care of so many anxieties. So Bhakti Thakur is saying, my dear Lord, you are the master. I am your servant. Now I have no worries. So I will just do everything for your pleasure, as per your desire. Srila Bhakti Thakur ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari.
Gopijana Vallabha Girivardhari.
Yashoda Nandana Brajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari.
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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Gaur Hari Bol. So today we'll discuss on this topic.
So just a quick
Upgrade yourself to higher consciousness. This is a Silicon Valley. They keep on upgrading every time, no? So we'll try to discuss something how to upgrade ourselves all the time. Yes.
Hare Krishna. I'll just give a quick introduction about Prabhuji. Prabhuji did his computer engineering from Government College of Pune, Engineering College. And then he worked for some time at Tata Development and Research Center as well as TCS. And then Prabhu was always sharp in academics, but he then was very inquisitive about spirituality also. Then in 1998, he came in contact with ISKCON, and that it changed his life. He joined ISKCON full-time in 2002. He served as chairman of Voice Governing Body, which is specialized youth service wing of ISKCON Pune. He was instrumental in teaching Vedic wisdom to students of many IITs and NITs, like IIT Kharagpur, IIT Dhanbad, NIT Jamshedpur, NIT Rourkela, HIT, and some institute in Bangalore and Hyderabad. He is a spiritual counselor for youth and brahmacharis. Later, Prabhuji shifted his focus to Kolkata to develop preaching there. Since he has been there since 2008. He served as Vice President of ISKCON Kolkata. Currently, he is serving as the Chairman of ISKCON, Newton Temple Development Committee. He is also a member of ISKCON India as Advisory Committee. Some of the specialties of Prabhuji is he knows how to handle challenges and difficulties, how to be consistent in seva and sadhana, how to be a servant leader and inspire others, and how to balance simplicity and responsibility. His Grace Acharya Ratna Prabhu has single-handedly developed a team of highly learned, dedicatedly happy and satisfied monks and congregation. And he is a role model to be followed. Please welcome Prabhuji. Hari Bol.
So Vaishnav means they will find good even in person who is not qualified or competent. So what he spoke may be kind words, and I pray all of you to your lotus feet. Maybe one day it can become true. Right now it is not. Right now I'm struggling devotee, so I seek blessings of all of you so that I can continue trying to become devotee. Okay, Hare Krishna. Extremely grateful to each one of you for sparing your valuable time coming for today evening. So I know some of the devotees here. I would like to know at least names of everyone who are here. Okay, maybe we have mic. So my name is Acharya Ratna Das, so everybody can tell their name also.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. I'm Arun.
Arun Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Thank you for coming.
Hare Krishna. I'm Jignesh.
Jignesh
Pankhani.
Welcome. Thank you very much for coming.
Hare Krishna.
Madhav Govind Prabhu, thank you for coming. Okay, Praveen Prabhu, thank you for coming. Mataji here.
Hare Krishna, Devyani Patel. Devyani.
Thank you for
Jai Shri
coming.
Krishna.
Okay, anybody else is there out? Okay. This, what is your name, Prabhu? You play mridanga beautifully. You are expert mridanga player.
My name is Rohan.
Rohan, welcome. Thank you for coming. And you can be there as long as you feel comfortable. When you want to play, you can go. Okay?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, my name is Sonia.
S-O?
Sonia, Sonia.
Okay. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. My name is Seema.
Thank you for hosting the program.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu. My name is Dharmi.
How do you spell?
Dharmi.
D-H-A-R-M-I. Oh, Dharma, Dharmi. Okay, wonderful. Welcome. And what is her name?
Yami.
Huh?
Yami. Y-A-M-I.
Yami. Hare Krishna. Thank you for coming.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, my name is Ananka Gopika Devi.
Thank you
Hare
for
Krishna.
coming. Hare Krishna. Prabhuji? Hare Krishna, Dilip Prabhuji, welcome. Thank you very much. Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. I'm Sridhar.
Sridhar, welcome. Thank you for your wonderful seva.
I'm Navina Krishna Das.
Veera Krishna.
No, Navina.
Navina Krishna Prabhu. Yesterday you were there?
Yeah, we were.
And you came all the way from such a long distance.
I live in Milpitas. This is closer. That was far.
Oh, you took great trouble to come there. And this, okay. Navina Krishna. Navin Krishna Prabhu, welcome. Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. My name is Sundar Madhav
Sundar
Das.
Madhav Prabhu ki jai. Thank you for hosting the program.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you for coming.
Jai.
My name is Nitai Kirtan.
Jai.
Hare Krishna.
Nitai Kirtan Prabhu ki jai. Praveen Prabhu ki jai.
Parveen. Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
thank you.
Gauranga Prasad Das.
Gauranga Prasad Prabhu ki jai. Thank you. Okay. Everybody's comfortable? So, now it's in my watch, it is almost 8 o'clock. We'll try to go till 9 o'clock. And if somebody has urgently to go, you can leave. Some prasad, make sure you take prasad and go. So we'll have some, I'm not going to just be speaking, I'll definitely speak something, but we'll do a lot of activities. So I want all of you to be awake and alert and enthusiastic. Okay? So, topic of today's discussion is upgrade yourself to higher consciousness. How many of you want to upgrade yourself? Or you want to be remain as you are? Huh? Okay, fine. So, I'll begin with doing some exercise. You have to upgrade, you have to work hard. So, I'm going to make you little work. Is that okay? So, if you have notebook, pen, or mobile, or laptop, wherever, somewhere you can write down, okay? Think of some situation in your life where there was injustice in your life. Just think of one situation, not many, where you suffered terribly due to someone for no fault of yours. You may remember many instances, or you may remember few instances, but I want you to focus on at least one, only one. I want you to focus on one situation in your life, anytime in your whatever is there in your memory. You may not be able to remember last life, previous lives and all this, but at least in this life, whatever memory you have, just think of at least one situation where you suffered due to, okay. Okay, thank you for coming. Please take prasad. Or you can give me by that bag. No. I'm so happy that you came despite poor health. We are lucky to have you here. And one for Prabhuji. Huh? Okay. Okay, so you have to think of one situation where you suffered due to injustice, for no fault of yours, maybe, or maybe there there was, maybe there was other person or other situation that was that was reason for your suffering. Maybe you had some fault, but not major one, but yeah, for but you felt that, oh, there has been some injustice and there was great pain in your heart. Think of one situation, okay? And if you are able to remember one situation, you just raise hand so that I know you are there with me. Raise hand like this if you are able to remember at least one situation. Remember? Able to remember any at least one situation in life? Okay, just think, okay? Maybe you are just driving, somebody came and dashed you, dashed your car, smashed your car, whatever, maybe small or big, whatever, but you felt that, little pain in heart. So why some injustice happening to me? Okay, think of something. Don't think of too many situations, just one situation, okay? Okay, so everybody has thought? Okay, everybody has thought? Okay, so all of you can stand up then, okay? All of you can stand up. All of you can stand up. I think one more Mataji is there. I think Sima Mata is there. Okay. So Matajis can partner with Matajis, and Prabhujis can partner with Prabhujis. Find one partner and sit down. Find one partner and sit down. Okay. And there. Okay. Find one partner and sit down. And Mataji can be called. So that she can also, you can get one partner too. Okay. So now you turn to your partner and you can tell your story briefly, how there was some injustice to you and for no fault of yours, you have to suffer so much. Okay. Just briefly you share with partner and try to convince your partner. Okay. To make him understand and make him understand your feelings also. So you should be able to briefly tell him so that he also understands there was some injustice. Okay, fine. Okay, please share with the partner. Hare Krishna. Okay, otherwise you can join them. You can join them. So, okay, make sure your other partner speaks. Make sure other partner speaks. Okay, make sure other partner speaks. Not only one person speaks. Other person should speak also. Okay, make sure other partner speaks. Hare Krishna. They are sharing with each other. Think of some situation where you suffered due to injustice for no fault of either yours. So share with the partner. Okay. Okay, make sure the other partner speaks. Huh? When both of you have spoken to each other, then raise hands so I know that you have spoken. I think they need time. Take half more minute to wind up the discussion. Okay. Okay. Done? I think they are just doing. Okay. Whenever you are done, let me know. Okay. Madhav Goenpo, you need more time? Done? Okay. So I want to know how many of your partner were able to convince you and you were able to understand the injustice that happened in their life and you could feel yes, yes. Please raise hand. So I want to know whether others were able to communicate properly to you or not. Raise hands. Okay. Hey, you are able to, your friend was able to communicate with you? Okay, great. Okay, wonderful. Either, okay, wonderful. You must be then pure devotees of Krishna. There are two kinds of people in this world who have no sufferings. Either those who are crazy or those who are pure devotees. Because pure devotees don't suffer. They are always in ecstasy. And crazy people, they don't understand their suffering. They are suffering, but they don't understand. But wonderful, I'm happy to know that. No? There's no need, one should not be fearful of acknowledging our real feelings also. Sometimes, because we are conditioned, so sometimes we may feel like that. And it's all right to feel. If you acknowledge, if there is some pain in the body, it's okay to feel the pain. Because if you know the pain, we can deal with the pain, treat the pain. But imagine there is pain in the body, and if you don't acknowledge it, what will happen? If there's pain in the body, but we don't acknowledge it, then that pain may increase. Or maybe suppose there is some internal bleeding and we don't acknowledge, then there may be some bigger problem. So if there is some pain or something, it's fine to feel that pain and then share also, no issues. We should not cover up. And if there is no pain, no problem. If we don't have pain, that's perfect. We don't have to artificially become miserable. But if there is, we should not feel we should not just try to cover up, because it may not have good consequences from long. Definitely, we want to be healthy, free from all pain. Yes, and if that is there, that's wonderful. And I hope that is the situation, and it's wonderful. Great. Okay. So when we feel there is injustice in our life, how do we feel? When you told your story, how you felt? What was your feeling? How you felt when you told your story to others? Or now how you are feeling after telling that story? Uh, huh? Okay. Sometimes when we tell our pain in our heart, we may feel relief. Okay. What else? You feel? Okay. Oh, you feel, oh, that was a very difficult time. Now I have come out of that. Okay. Thank you. So one may feel relief. And if one has come out of that situation, one may feel grateful that I could come out of that difficult situation. Yes. Anything else?
When we think about that situation, I may feel that I have been a victim of that.
Yeah. Sometimes when we remember our injustice in life, we feel, oh, I was victimized. I was taken advantage of. Mm. Mm. Yes, we may feel that way. Yes.
And the situation at that time may have felt very big, like it is a huge thing. Now we don't feel much.
When you remember that situation, how you feel?
Yeah, we still feel pain,
You
but
feel pain
not
actually.
that much like this.
Okay. Now pain may have reduced over a period of time, but as whenever we remember that situation, we feel pain. Okay. What else? Yes.
Yeah, sometimes like when we recall the time when we were like in that situation, sometimes it gives us some learning also. Like once you come out, like multiple learning,
Yeah, yeah.
some spiritual learning, like what Krishna wanted to
Okay.
learn from this situation.
Some learning.
And then
so
you know, like
I'm asking, when you remember that situation, one is thought and one is feeling. I'm asking about feeling.
feeling is definitely anxiety.
When we remember that pain, again pain may come.
Yes.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Yes. Yes. How did you, after remembering that thing and telling, how did you feel? You said.
Actually, similar to what Prabhuji was saying, that time it was a big thing. Now you feel okay, but
But
not
if-
so much about it. But yeah, when you remember it now, it doesn't feel like a very big thing, but back then it was.
You feel ecstatic or you feel miserable?
No, definitely on the negative side.
Okay, feel miserable, but maybe less that
Less,
time more.
yeah.
And now it's okay. Yes. How did you feel? Yourself, Prabhu. After remembering that incident, how did you feel?
Yeah, negative side, obviously.
You
Yeah.
feel pain, misery.
Not pain, but yeah, some.
Okay, fine. Yes, you want to share something? Sometimes when we remember that pain, we are afraid now it should not happen again in future. Okay, last time it happened, and I suffered. Maybe I was victimized, but I don't want to be victimized in future. Sometimes we feel, when we are victimized, sometimes we feel helpless. Oh, I was helpless. I was, So, and especially when we feel that there has been injustice in our life, there is always some pinprick in heart, always some grudge in heart. When we feel there has been injustice, we feel some grudge in heart. And then those people, then we don't want to open our heart. Sometimes we want to keep distance. We develop some negativity those people, isn't it? Also, we may feel a little bit fearful about the future. Again, I may be taken advantage of something. We may become more closed. We may be more alert that how I'm going to respond now. We may become more defensive. So, when we experience some injustice or when we feel there is injustice, there's pain in heart, and sometimes we may feel victimized, sometimes we may close our heart, sometimes there can be pain and these things. And we may sometimes when we think that I was not at fault, but I had to suffer, then we may develop victim consciousness. And victim consciousness may make us very helpless and can increase the pain that whenever we remember that, it induces a lot of pain and misery in heart. Okay, so such things sometimes we may experience, and some people, maybe those who are very advanced, they may not think there is injustice. They may be able to see everything as Krishna's mercy and all that thing that is there. So we'll today read from Srimad Bhagavatam, about first canto, 17th chapter, text number 22. Rajovacha dharmam bravishya dharmagya dharmasi vrisharupadrik yad adharma kritasthanam suchakasyapi tad bhaved. This comes in first canto, 17th chapter, where Maharaj Parikshit is meeting bull and a cow. When Maharaj Parikshit heard there is some problem in his kingdom, so immediately he boarded a chariot with his sword, and he was going around. And he saw a sight which was a very painful sight. He saw a sight where a cow and bull, they were very miserable, and they were talking among each other. And bull, his 3 legs were broken, and he was just trembling on one leg. And cow was crying. And there was beside bull and cow, there was one black person wearing a royal dress, and hurting this cow and a bull. So in Maharaj Parikshit saw, actually in Maharaj Parikshit's kingdom, cows and bulls were always happy. This was never a sight. So he was just wondering, is this real, or are these demigods? They have taken this form to just depict me what will be the situation cow and bull in future. So he got confused, because how can such situation be there in his kingdom? So he had doubt that maybe these are not bull and cow, but there may be devata. So he just asked the bull, "My dear sir, who has made your situation such terrible situation? And what is cause of your suffering?" So bull, in this chapter, first kind of sentence, starts speaking. So this was not ordinary bull. Ordinary bulls may not speak, but so, and he starts speaking and he started telling, "My dear king, you have asked a very difficult question," he said. Parikshit said, "You just tell who is the culprit, and I will immediately take action and bring him to task. I am the descendant of Pandavas, great administrators of the world, great kings, and so don't worry. I assure you protection. You just tell who has caused you trouble, and I will take action." So bull said, "My dear king, you are really very glorious, and your forefathers have been glorious, and you are true descendant of your forefathers, and I very much appreciate you for your courage and for your honesty and all that things, for being such a wonderful leader. But at the same time, the question you ask is too difficult for me to answer. You are asking me what has caused me suffering. Different philosophers give different reasons why one suffers in life, and it's very difficult." And he said, "But my dear king, emperor, you are great, you are very intelligent, so you can find out yourself, and you can do yourself whatever you think is right." So point is that he doesn't tell simple thing that here is this person, Kali, and he is beating me and he's causing me pain. He doesn't say like that. So, mm, mm, so when he does that, then Maharaj Parikshit says like this. Maharaj Parikshit said, the king said, "Oh, you who are in the form of a bull, you know the truth of religion, and you are speaking according to the principles that the destination intended for the perpetrator of the irreligious act is also intended for one who identifies the perpetrator." He is saying you are speaking according to very subtle principle. What is subtle principle? That a destination intended for the perpetrator of irreligious act is also intended for one who points out, identifies the perpetrator. So you are very intelligent. You are not identifying any perpetrator. Because you know, if you identify perpetrator, what destination perpetrator get, same destination you will also get. And this is very subtle law, which ordinary people don't know. But you know. And therefore you are not pointing fingers at anybody. So therefore I can understand that you are no other than personality of religion, dharma. Ordinary person immediately point out fingers. Oh, because of him, because of her, because of they, because of this, I am suffering. But you are not pointing out finger to anyone. Because you know, if you point out finger, what destination they will get, you will also get same destination. And this is a very subtle principle of dharma. It takes one to know one. One thief can identify another thief. For gentlemanly person, everybody is gentlemanly. So one who points perpetrator, he also has some role in that. And an ordinary saying is there. If you point one finger at others, there are three fingers pointing at you. Isn't it? So, Prabhupada writes in purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. A devotee's conclusion is that no one is directly responsible for being a benefactor or mischief monger without the sanction of Lord. Therefore, he does not consider anyone to be directly responsible for such actions. But in both the cases, he takes it for granted that either benefit or loss is God sent, and thus it is His grace. In case of benefit, no one will deny that it is God sent, but in case of loss or reverses, one becomes doubtful about how Lord could be so unkind to his devotee as to put him in great difficulty. Jesus Christ was seemingly put into such great difficulty, being crucified by ignorance, but he was never angry at the mischief mongers. That is way of accepting things, either favorable or unfavorable. Thus, for a devotee, the identifier is equally a sinner, like a mischief monger. By God's grace, the devotee tolerates all reverses. Maharaj Parikshit observed this, and therefore he could understand that the bull was no other than the personality of religion himself. In other words, a devotee has no suffering at all, because so-called suffering is also God's grace for a devotee who sees God in everything. The cow and bull never placed any complaint before the king for being tortured by personality of Kali, although everyone lodges such complaints before state authorities. The extraordinary behavior of the bull made the king conclude that the bull is certainly the personality of religion, for no one else could understand the finer intricacies of the codes of religion. So ordinary people, any pain is there, suffering, immediately what they do? They blame others. They criticize others. And by blaming others and criticizing, they also become part, and they also get that suffering. Therefore, one who has blaming mentality, criticizing, you will find they will never peaceful. They are always miserable. Other person who is causing misery, they is also miserable, and those who blame and criticize, they also are miserable. So, why that PPT is not moving forward? Okay. So as we are discussing, so there are two categories of people. One is people with victim consciousness, and other are people with victor consciousness. Victim consciousness means any pain happens, they will immediately point finger at others. And they'll say, I'm suffering because of this, him, her, this, that situation, all those blame others. And always they will feel helpless, and they'll always crying, weaning, all that things, blaming, mourning. And there is other category of person who they don't blame situation or criticize people, but they take responsibility of their lives. They understand that if something has happened in life, as Prabhu said, maybe Krishna is trying to teach something, they learn some lessons and they grow in life. Instead of blaming, criticizing and mourning, they learn some lessons and grow in life. So, and those who are devotees or those who are with higher consciousness, they see every situation as opportunity to learn and grow in life. They see every situation as arrangement of Lord and mercy of Lord. They are grateful for service opportunity and serve others with gratitude. They do not think that they are doing favor to others, rather understand others are doing favor by giving them service opportunity. So whenever something happens in life, we have a choice how to see at the situation. We can see that, oh, there was injustice in life. And when we think that there was injustice, we feel victimized, we feel pain, we feel helpless, we feel fearful. But there is another way to look at it. Maybe, was there any mistake I have done in that situation? Maybe other person did mistake, but was there any fault from my side? Maybe did I do something wrong? Or maybe was there something I could have alternatively reacted in that situation? Generally, when people do something to us, that doesn't cause us great pain. But how we respond to what happens to us, that causes greater pain. So, devotee thinks, okay, was there any alternative way I could have responded to that situation? So, and also, devotee doesn't want to remain in this victim consciousness. He wants to rise to higher consciousness, victor consciousness, by always thinking how to learn and grow in this situation. So I want you, also devotee understands. Materialistic, atheistic person thinks that things are happening by chance, or maybe things are happening because of other person or that situation. But devotee understands that things are happening in life only when things are sanctioned by God. And if God is sanctioning, He's my best well-wisher. He's my best friend. And He's all-knowing. He's perfect. And He doesn't commit mistakes. And in reality, actually there are no injustice in life. In reality, there are no injustice in life. We may think there is injustice because we don't know our entire history. This world is not going by chance. This one is ultimately governed by Supreme Lord Krishna. Not even a blade of grass moves without sanction of Krishna. If it is sanctioned by Krishna, that means it's perfect. It's not a injustice. There are no injustice in this world. Om Purnamada Purnavidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamivashishte. Lord is complete, this creation is complete, and everything is complete and perfect. So, but because of incomplete understanding of the complete whole, incomplete understanding of God and how it functions, we may think there is some problem, and we may think there is some injustice. So, devotee, when something so-called injustice happens in life, he thinks, did I do some mistake? Materialistic person, generally, he finds fault with others, but he is not able to see his own fault. Whereas devotee is humble. Devotee is able to reflect and see his own fault. And he thinks, oh, maybe in that situation I did this fault. Maybe I should not have done. Maybe I should have reacted in this way. So when we see our own faults and see how we can improve, that can actually empower us. We don't feel victimized, we feel empowered. So we have a choice how we look at the situation. When things go wrong, we can find faults of others and consider oneself as victim, or one can see what mistake did I do. Was there any other way I could have acted? And learn and grow and become empowered. Okay, so I want all of you, whatever situation you told to your friend just now you just reflect back and check, was there any mistake you did, or was there any alternative way you could have reacted? And now you tell same story to your partner, telling that, taking the responsibility on you and not blaming and criticizing anybody. And you tell how actually I suffered in life, not because of him or her or because of situation, but because of my this fault. If I had done this right, I would not have suffered. So this was a mistake I did. Sometimes we are not humble enough to acknowledge our mistake. And we want to pass the buck on to others. But a humble devotee or people who are true devotees or who have victor consciousness, they rise above this victim consciousness. They try to take responsibility of their life and see, was there any mistake I did because of which I had to suffer? And they learn in life and grow. So now you tell the same story to your partner, but taking responsibility of your life, not blaming, not criticizing anyone, not having that victim consciousness, but having a victor consciousness. And you explain and try to convince your partner how actually you suffered, not because anybody else's fault, but because of my fault, because of my mistake. Okay? You think, and when you are ready, you share with the same partner. Okay? And try to convince the partner. Okay? How many of you understood the question? How many of you think that you can do the exercise? Okay, you try your best. Okay? Thank you. Okay? Turn to your partner. You can get your partner and tell your story. Okay? Hare Krishna. No. You have come, that is very big thing. And taking care of son is number one priority. Prabhupada said, taking care of children is more important than even deity worship. Okay? Hare Krishna. So maybe there is some exercise. You can just hear what she is saying. Okay? We are doing some group activity. And okay, so... Okay, please share it to your partner. Yes, okay. Make sure your partner also shares. Okay, I want both of you to share each other and convince your partner that there was no injustice. Actually, I suffered because of my own fault, and there was no injustice at all. You have to convince your partner. Okay, honestly, don't just make a show. Honestly, You try to do that. What is your name? Atharva. Thank you for coming. Okay. And when you are done, raise hand so I know that you are done. Okay. When you are done, how many of you are done? Raise hands. How many of you are done? Raise. You are done? You please speak. Okay. You have spoken. You have spoken. Both of you spoke. Both of you spoke. Okay. Sridhar and Naveen Krishna, Prabhu. Both of you spoke. Okay. Mataji, you were able to speak. Briefing. So you can now you can tell your story because she has heard previous story, na? Huh? Oh, there was another Mataji who heard the story. Okay. Fine. Okay, fine. Chalega. Okay, fine. But still you can explain. Even if you explain the same story but in a with a different version, upgraded version. Okay? With upgraded version you tell that story. Upgraded version of the story. Okay? And make sure you convince them that there was no injustice. Okay? Okay. Okay. So take a half minute to wind up. Okay? Take half minute to wind up. Okay? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You're able to tell? You're able to tell? Okay. How many of you are able to tell to your partner the upgraded version of your story? Raise hand. Okay. And I want to hear from your partners. I want to hear from you. How many of your partners were able to convince you that actually there was no injustice in their life and actually they suffered for their some mistake? How many of your partners were able to convince you that there was no injustice but they suffered because of their own mistakes? Raise hands. You're not? Okay. Okay. Jai. Wonderful. So just say it question of how we look at life. If we want, we can convince people how I'm suffering for no fault of myself and have that victim consciousness. And when we have victim consciousness, we feel very helpless, we feel miserable, we feel grudge in heart, we feel so much negativity. Then it becomes very difficult to serve together. And the distances, it creates distances. It disempowers person. One can go in depression. One can develop all kinds of negative things just by thinking and feeling that there is some injustice in life, which actually is never the case. Reality is that this world is governed by Supreme Lord, where there is no injustice at all. So one should try to look at the world and situation of life with the words of Guru Sadhu Shastras. And not feel oneself victimized. Rather, one should develop, instead of having victim consciousness, we should upgrade ourselves to victor consciousness. Victor consciousness, taking responsibility for life. Taking responsibility means learning in life. Maybe this thing didn't work. Did I do any mistake? Is there anything I could have done better? Is there any way I could have responded better? And in that way, trying to see how I can improve in life. Because if you blame others, you can't improve other person. But if you find your own fault, there is great chance we can progress. And if we improve, there's great chance other person will also improve. But if you find faults in other person, there's no way that you will improve. If you think problem is out there, why will we improve? And if you don't improve, how will you progress in life? So there was one young boy, when he heard about, when he started going to school and started learning the history and learning the different things and started getting information on the world around, he thought, oh, this world is a difficult place. Hari, you are here. Great, happy to see you. Maybe after 15, 20 years. Yeah. Thank you for being here. So, this boy, he felt, oh, this world is a difficult place and I have to make this world better place to live. I want to see that whole world becomes happy. I have to revolutionize the whole world. I want to bring out great change in the world, whole world. I want to make whole world wonderful place, perfect place. And with that great zeal, as a teenager, he started working very hard. He thought, I should bring out great change in this world, make this world a wonderful place. And he started working, and he was really very enthusiastic. He was very inspired, and started working day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. And decade passed. And after working for a decade, he realized it's very difficult to change the world. No matter how much I try, practically it is impossible to change this world. So he thought, I think maybe I should become more practical. Instead of trying to change the world, let me change my country. And then he started working hard to change the country, bring out some reforms so that, this country can be a better place. Again, working week after week, month after month, year after year. Another decade passed. After a decade of passing, he realized it is next impossible for changing the country. He thought changing country is a too big ambition. I should become a little more practical. Let me at least change my state. Let me focus on state. Then he started working to bring out changes, wonderful changes. He had wonderful ideas. He had creative ideas. He had great enthusiasm. He had great heart. And he was working hard with enthusiasm. Day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. Another decade passed. And then he realized to change the state is not easy thing. It's very difficult. Then he started, let me change at least my community people, Again, with sincere desire to bring out change, to help people, make the world better place. He started helping the community people, trying to change the community people. Again, day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, he started working hard to change the community. And after a decade, what happened? He realized to change the community is very difficult. He thought, maybe at least let me change my family. Community is too big. Let me be more realistic and practical. Let me change my family, my wife, my sons and daughter, whatever. And he, with out of love, out of great concern, out of sincere desire to see good, out of sincere desire to see that they are happy, he tried to bring out so many changes, tried to help them, change them. Sincerely worked hard, without any ulterior motives. Day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. And now working hard for a decade, he realized it is next to impossible to change family members. It's not possible to change wife or husband or change son or daughter or no. Then finally thought, let me change myself. And when he started changing himself, when he started working on himself, he started realizing, Arey, my wife is changing, my son is changing, daughter is changing. And he was so happy to see the changes. And then when he started seeing family changing, he started seeing neighbors are changing. He started community members are changing. And then he realized what a big blunder I did. No? Imagine if I had tried to change myself 50 years ago, by now whole world would have changed. But unfortunately, I wasted whole my life trying to change others without trying to change myself. So if you blame others, we will expect others to change. But if we take responsibility of life, see what we did mistake and try to change ourselves, then what will happen? We'll change and then others will also change. And then life will become much better. So this is the first software upgrade we need to install in our life. If you want to be happier in life, what we should do? Whenever we feel there is some injustice in life, whenever we feel I have been taken advantage of, whenever we feel victimized, we have to stop and pause. And reflect on the words of scriptures, reflect on words of Guru, Sadhus, Shastras, and understand there are no injustice in the world. Understand God doesn't commit mistakes. Understand God is our best friend. The fact that He has arranged something means maybe I have to learn something. Maybe I have to become more humble. Maybe I have to see if there was any mistake from my side. Did I do any mistake? Maybe I have to admit. Ourselves. That requires great inner strength to find our own fault. Okay? So when we develop that consciousness, then actually we will be able to progress in life. Yes, Prabhu. Why not? Please.
So, how do you deal with exploitation in that case? Like if at the level of country, like if some country is attacking at you, or on your own level, if somebody is trying to exploit you, do you just see hand of God in it, or
Hare
just
Krishna.
take learning from it? Or
three things. First thing is that as far as individual level is concerned, at least understand the thing that there are no injustice. One should think I deserve more suffering. Krishna is giving me just token. One should not think that I deserve more happiness and I am getting pain. One should think I will deserve more suffering. Krishna is so kind, He has reduced suffering. That is proper understanding. Proper this thing. Out of false ego, we may think I am so great, wonderful, so nice, and no unnecessary injustice happening. That is actually covered consciousness, ignorant. This is because of some ignorance. Now, as far as when we see some injustice outgoing there in outside, well, we should not just be patient observers or whatever expected. If some injustice happening, we should try to do something about it. Like Parishit Maharaj, he did not just observe Kali inflicting pain on cow and bull. Immediately took action. But bull did not complain. Bull did not say, I am suffering because of Kali. But Parikshit understood and Parikshit took action. If some bad happens to us, we should not think there is injustice. We should think I deserve more. And one should better tolerate it, maybe learn some good lesson and grow in it. But if we see some injustice happening to somebody else, then we should try our best to see how that situation can be rectified. Otherwise, if you don't act on that, then you will also get the karma of being part of that, seeing that injustice. One who watches injustice also becomes get the karma of doing the injustice. So if something is happening to us, we take it as Krishna's mercy. We tolerate it. We see if is there any mistake I did where I can rectify it. We take shelter of God. But some injustice happening to somebody else, then we should know Krishna is trying to use. We can try to be instrument of compassion and try to help people in situation. At the same time, when you are trying to help, we should help in a Krishna conscious way, not in a mundane way. We should try to help in a with proper knowledge, not in ignorance. Okay. And as far as world getting destroyed, and as far as countries getting destroyed, I will like to read one verse from Srimad Bhagavatam. 1:7:32. Let me see. You are able to see? Okay. Okay. So this is Srimad Bhagavatam, 1st Canto, 7th chapter, son of Drona punished, text number 32. So this is we see Ashwatthama had sent Brahmastra. Before that, Ashwatthama had killed 5 sons of Draupadi, and then again Krishna and Arjuna had trapped them. Then Arjuna had, on request of Draupadi and others, had forgiven Ashwatthama. He had just cut his hairs and cut his this and spared him. In that way, he had humiliated but not killed Ashwatthama. And when Ashwatthama released, he felt so humiliated, and out of anger and to avenge, even before that actually, even before, when he was running away, out of fear, he had sent Brahmastra to destroy whole world. Arjuna was chasing along with Krishna, Ashwatthama. Then he sent Brahmastra to destroy whole world. And then Arjuna became very concerned. What is happening? Because he saw so much heat and this thing, as if now there is dissolution. So he inquired to Krishna, my dear Krishna, what is this happening? Is the dissolution of world come? And please tell. And then Krishna said, no, actually this is Brahmastra sent by Ashwatthama. And he said, he doesn't know how to counteract. Out of fear he has sent, and now he is helpless. So you send another Brahmastra and counteract that Brahmastra and retrieve both the Brahmastra. In this way, you save the world. And then Arjuna did same thing. So here in 1st Canto, 7th chapter, 32 words. What is said? Thus, seeing the disturbance of general populace and imminent destruction of the planets, Arjuna at once retracted both Brahmastra as Lord Shri Krishna desired. Then purport. The theory that the modern atomic bomb explosion can annihilate the world is a childish imagination. First of all, and for that matter, you can change this word atomic bomb to anything else. The theory that modern XYZ, whatever you want to put that word, you can put. One symbolic is atom bomb. The theory that modern XYZ explosions can annihilate the world is childish imagination. First of all, the atomic energy is not powerful enough to destroy the world. And secondly, ultimately it all rests upon the supreme will of the Supreme Lord. Because without His will or sanction, nothing can be built up or destroyed. We are not the creators, we are not the destroyers. If Krishna wants, we can't destroy even a blade of grass. What to speak of destroying world? Imagine if Krishna doesn't sanction, I can't lift my hand also. I can't open my mouth also. I can't open my eyes also. What to speak of destroying whole world? You understand? So this is childish imagination. And secondly, ultimately, all rest on the supreme will of the Supreme Lord, because without His will or sanction, nothing can build up or destroy. It is foolish also to think that the natural laws are ultimately powerful. Material nature's law work under the direction of Lord, as confirmed in Bhagavata. Lord says that that the natural laws work under His supervision. Maya Dekshan Prakriti Suyati Charachana. The world can be destroyed only by the will of the Lord and not by the whims of tiny politicians. All politicians of the world come together, they do gafla, whatever they may do, they cannot destroy the world. All scientists of all the world coming together, they cannot destroy the world. The world can be destroyed only by the will of the Lord and not by the whims of tiny politician. Ashwatthama wanted to destroy the world. He couldn't. He had Brahmastra, which much powerful than atomic bombs. But Lord Krishna desired that the weapons released by both Drauni and Arjuna be withdrawn, and it was carried out by Arjuna at once. Similarly, there are many agents of the all-powerful Lord, and by His will only can one execute what he desires. Okay? So one should not have unnecessary, foolishly fear that, now some injustice is happening, and now this is going to be, if ye hoga to kya hoga, and the whole world is going to be nothing. Okay? After ignorance, especially because we don't know about God, and then we unnecessarily develop these fears and all these things. Because of poor fund of knowledge, we become so fearful and we get so obsessed by such petty things. Okay, does that answer your question? Okay, thank you. So we'll do another exercise. Okay, you are okay, or you feel it's too much now? Huh? Are you ready to add the second upgrade? What is that called? Subgrade का एक पैच कुछ तो एक एडिशनल, एक पैच हो गया, दूसरा है ना. Are you ready? Huh? So if you are ready, all of you can stand up. Okay. This time I am not going to ask you to share. Okay. But we'll do another exercise. Okay. So I'm not going to ask you to share to anyone. So even one partner also I'm not going to ask you to share. Okay. So you can be as honest as possible to yourself. Okay. This mridang can be here. Okay. So what can be done? You can stand in such a way that nobody is ahead of you, nobody is behind you, at least for some distance. And you should be able to walk ahead and walk behind comfortably, You should be able to walk ahead and walk behind comfortably. So you stand in such a way, okay? Maybe you face me, okay? You face me and have some distance by which you can walk ahead comfortably and walk behind comfortably. Make sure that there is enough space behind and nobody is behind you. At least one at this much hand, 3 feet at least. At least 3 feet. Make sure nobody is behind you, nobody is ahead of you. Okay? 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 You should be able to go ahead and go behind. Okay? So you come ahead. Okay? Haribol. Because if you are close to the wall, how will you go behind? Okay. Okay? Okay. Okay, fine. That chair can be taken out because not required, na? No, take it out so that somebody goes behind, then they will get extra space for walking front and back. Mrudang can be kept aside, so you don't hit the mrudanga when you go behind, because I am going to ask you to do exercise by closing your eyes, okay? 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 So, close your eyes, but before closing your eyes, make sure you have some space to go behind and some space to come forward, okay? Okay? So, close your eyes, okay? Now, you think of one speech or one behavior that really disturbs you or irritates you of others. think of one speech or behavior of others that really disturbs you or irritates you. Okay? You close your eyes, think of one behavior of others or one speech of others that disturbs you or irritates you. And if you are able to think of one speech or behavior of others that disturbs you, irritates you, take one step forward. Okay, if you are able to remember at least one speech and behavior of others that disturb you or irritate you, make sure you take one step forward. Okay, fine. Now you can reflect in your life, reflect in your past. Think of that speech or behavior and reflect in the past. Have you ever spoken in similar way or behave in similar way anytime in the past? 1 year, 2 year, 5 year, 10 year, 20 year, 50 year, whatever your memory goes. Close your eyes and reflect honestly, sincerely, and see if anytime in the past you have ever spoken in similar way or you have ever behaved in similar way, the behavior or speech that agitates you or disturbs you. So think, reflect in the past. Have you ever spoken in similar way or behaved in similar way? And if you are able to remember at least one incident where you behave in similar way or spoke in similar way, take one step behind. Okay? Think, if you are able to think second incident or where you spoke or acted in similar way, you take one more step behind. Okay. So thank you very much. Sit down. So it is said that one should, whenever something disturbs us, agitates us, what we should do? One should look within and work without. Look within. Whether have I, oh, this speech or behavior is disturbing me, agitating me. Whether I have ever acted in similar way. It is said if you think that real problem is outside of us, then that thought itself is a problem. If there is any disturbance or any agitation, irritation happening, that means there is some problem within us. We won't be disturbed or agitated if that problem is not within us. If somebody's speech or behavior is agitating us, that means maybe we are also behaving in similar way or speaking in similar way. So the world is mirror of our consciousness, and actually in this world Lord has arranged the world in such a way that other people are like mirrors. When we look at others and we get disturbed by some behavior or speech, that means actually that behavior or speech is there within us. If that is not within us, that will not disturb us. Like somebody speaks lie and we are disturbed, that means maybe I also have habit of speaking lie. And this is Krishna's way to tell us that I need to learn to speak the truth. And if we learn to speak the truth, then later on, even if we see that same person, that will not agitate us. You are getting my point? So if we think that real problem is outside of us, then that thought itself problem. When some behavior or speech or some other person disturb us and we think, oh, this boy or this person or this has to change behavior. It's too agitating, too disturbing. I can't live with this person. How can you know? And then we go to somebody else, somewhere, others. Again, some other person's speech or behavior, similar behavior will disturb us. And we may blame that person also. Hey, you crazy, you lazy, you foolish fellow, why do you are acting like this? Why you are behaving like that? Why you are speaking like that? We will be agitated. We may leave that person, we go somewhere else. Again, that speech and behavior will disturb us. Why? Because that speech and behavior is part of us. Unless we look within us and admit that and rectify that, that disturbance will continue everywhere. But when you say, oh, other person speaking lie, I am getting disturbed. If we learn, oh, maybe I am speaking lie, let me learn to speak truth. And when as soon as we learn to speak the truth, first of all, we'll understand how difficult it is to speak them. And if somebody speaks lie, we'll be also able to empathic towards them. Second, when you speak the truth, later on, if somebody speaks lie, that will not disturb us, agitate us. We understand he's speaking truth, he's speaking lies, but that will not agitate us, irritate us. We'll be able to deal with it properly, appropriately. But when we get agitated, disturbed, then we can't appropriately deal with the situation. So, what is within us disturb us. What is not within us cannot disturb us. Therefore, we see Yudhishthira was never disturbed. Though this Duryodhana and company were always plotting so many things, doing so many things, but Yudhishthira was always peaceful. He never felt there was some injustice, and he never blamed anyone, never criticized anyone. Similarly, we see our Sukadeva Goswami. When he was born, 16 years old, he was young, and he was walking. He saw naked women taking bath. He was not at all disturbed. He just walked. Neither they were also disturbed. Because in heart there was no lust, he was not disturbed. But imagine there's lust in heart. We see something. We may criticize, hey, what is, you don't know culture, this, that, We may give a big lecture. Criticizing others, trying to rectify others, But problem is that there's problem in heart, or there's lust within. I have to rectify that. If I remove the lust, then this won't be agitating, disturbing to me. Similarly, so any behavior is there of others, auspicious, is disturbing us, that means that is there within us. If it is not within us, will not disturb us. So Krishna arranges people in our lives in such a way that just so that they can teach us where we need to improve. And whatever people are there in our lives are exactly personally arranged by Krishna, and we should be grateful to them. Sometimes it may be difficult to tolerate because sometimes some impurities are there in us. So if we become humble and try to rectify ourselves, then we can see that we'll become better person. And that agitation will go away, disturbance will go away, and then we'll be able to deal with life in a more proactive way, better way. Okay, we see in life of Avanti Brahmana. I will tell you, I will read it from Srimad Bhagavatam. What all troubles actually Avanti Brahmana felt? 11, 23, 31. I will just read out, just to give you a glimpse. 11, 23, 30. Let me complete. Then, so Krishna is telling to Uddhava about how to advance in spiritual life, and he's quoting example of Avanti Brahmana, and he's saying, "Oh, kind Uddhava, seeing him as an old dirty beggar, rowdy person would dishonor him with many insults." So story goes like that. That there was Avanti Brahmana. He was fabulously rich, but he was miserly. He did not take care of his family. He never spent money on any spiritual practices or family or anything. And anyway, due course of time, what happened? he became bankrupt. Then family also left him. Then he became so miserable. He was alone. But then because in childhood he had practiced Krishna, again he remembered Krishna consciousness, and again he became and he became devotee. And now because he was alone and he took shelter of Krishna, and then later on he took sannyas. And then he became really very fixed up in Krishna consciousness. And then as a sannyasi he was going door to door begging, and as a sannyasi. But then people were, dealt with him in a very dangerous way. So Krishna is telling how people dealt with him. And what was the response of Avanti Brahmana? Oh, kind Uddhava, seeing this Avanti Brahmana as an old dirty beggar, rowdy person will dishonor him with many insults. Some of these persons would take away his sannyasi rod, danda. Some the water pot which he was using as a begging bowl. Some took his deerskin seat. Some his chanting beads. And some would steal his torn rock clothing. Displacing these things before him, they would pretend to offer them back, but would then hide them again. Sometimes in childhood we may have played games. Somebody will steal tiffin and say, hey, and then he runs, you throw somebody, and you make him crazy, You remember? So these people will do like that. Steal everything from him. Can you imagine? Somebody steals your laptop, somebody steals your car, somebody steals. So here, all is. And then when he was sitting on the bank of a river about to partake of the food that he had collected by his begging, some sinful rascals would come and pass urine on it. Imagine. Can you sit? You are sitting for prasad and someone pass urine. And they would dare to spit on his head. Can you imagine? Somebody spitting on here. Anybody has done like that to you in history? But such things used to happen in his life. Although he had taken a vow of silence, they would try to make him speak. And if he did not speak, they would beat him with sticks. So not only do like, they will also beating him. And others would chastise him, saying, this man is just a thief. And others would bind him with rope and shouting, time up, time up. When he used to go for begging, this is what he had to face. Somebody would beat him with stick. Somebody would tie him with ropes, Somebody say he's just a thief. They would criticize and insult him, saying, this man is just a hypocrite and cheat. He makes a business of religion simply because he has lost all his wealth and his family threw him out. So they would insult him like that. Some would ridicule him by saying, just see this greedy, powerful sage. He is as steadfast as the Himalayan mountain. By practice of silence, he strives for his goal with great determination, just like a duck. Duck, you see, he stands on one leg, but then as soon as fish comes, immediately, Similarly, he is also mad after sense gratification, making show of big sadhu, but is a great sense gratifier. Other person would pass foul air upon him, and sometimes others would bind this twice-born Brahmana in chains and keep him captive like a pet animal. Kutte ko kaise bandte, they would tie him in. The Brahmana understood that all his suffering from other living, from higher natures and from his own body was unavoidable, being alerted to him by providence. Even while being insulted by these low-class men who were trying to effect his downfall, he remained steady in his spiritual duties. Fixing his resolution in mode of goodness, he began to chant the following song. So many disturbances came, but he was not disturbed. Krishna is telling this to Uddhava and glorifying him. How one should practice Krishna consciousness. So many difficulties may come, so many challenges may come, but how we should be fixed up in our duties, our spiritual duties in life. And here is Avanti Brahmana's realization. Everybody can repeat. नाह्यं जनो में सुख दुख हेतुर न देवतात्मा ग्रह कर्म काला मन परम कारणम अमानन्ति संसार चक्रम परिवर्तयेत् यत्. So Avanti Brahman said, these people are not cause of my happiness and distress. Can you imagine? Somebody is beating, somebody is binding, somebody is insulting. But what is saying? Actually, these people are not cause of my happiness and distress. Neither are demigods. Somebody may think, oh, I am suffering because of demigods. He says, these demigods are not cause of my suffering. Somebody may say, oh, my body, because of body I am suffering. He said, my body is also not cause of my suffering. Somebody may say, Navagraha thoda upset hai, thoda graha mein kuch dosh hai, He said, these planets, Navagraha are also not cause of my suffering. Somebody may say, I am suffering because of my karma. He said, my karma is also not cause of my suffering. Somebody may say, अरे काल बहुत खराब चल रहा है, समय ठीक नहीं है, So I am suffering because of kala. He says, I am not suffering because of kala also. So one may wonder, eh? So he said, rather it is the mind alone that causes happiness and distress and perpetuate the rotation of material life. He said, I am actually suffering because of my uncontrolled mind. Actually, only cause of our suffering is our uncontrolled mind. And mind is servant of false ego. So mind wants to make false ego. We have big ego. So it's very difficult to admit our fault. And intelligence uses many ideas to find faults in others. And mind supports. And mind accepts and rejects all that thing. No? And with this combination of mind, intelligence, false ego, we remain in this material world only. We don't come out of the material world. So this Avanti Brahmana understood, hey, this mind is making me crazy. I am not suffering because of any of this. I am suffering because of mind. So how we see the things is very important. If we think, oh, problem is out there, mind will convince us, तुम बहुत अच्छा है. Problem उसमें है, सब में है. अकेला तुम साधु संत है. बाकी सब बकवास है, no? So when this thought is there, that thought is our enemy. One should understand, problem is not anywhere. Problem is this, my uncontrolled, crazy mind. And I have to rectify that. I have to train that mind with proper intelligence of Guru Sadhu Shastras. I should read properly, I should hear properly, I should get good association and purify my mind, purify my influence, purify my false ego, become humble. So, Avanti Brahmana did not blame anybody, though he suffered so much. His suffering was, and he took responsibility of his life and focused his mind in Krishna consciousness. So, in our life also, we should not blame others and just spend our time uselessly. And if something is some behavior or speech of others, we should know that is there within us and I should rectify that. And then we rectify, other person will also rectify. But we have to rectify first. So look within and look without and work within. Look without, problem dikha, to work within. Okay. So to upgrade to higher consciousness, one needs to look within and work on oneself without blaming people and situations around. Be the change you want to see in the world. So be proactive, not reactive. Yes. Yes, you had some question?
The answer was mind, of course. Just to get technical.
Yes.
Just technical point. Does it have to be the problem in myself to not to be disturbed by the other person? Can't it be that the problem was with me, of course, in the past, and having realized the consequences of the problem that I had failed or been corrected by someone, and I'm just as a duty correcting the other person that, hey, maybe between a relationship between a father and a son or an elder brother, younger brother.
Okay.
See, I have gone through this problem, having realized the consequences. I'm just trying to correct you.
Okay,
so
fine. Two things are there. Other person does mistakes. If that mistake is agitating us, we are not fit candidate to correct that person. That means we are not qualified. If somebody does mistake, that doesn't agitate us. But we know it is mistake and it may be harmful for him. Out of love and concern, we want to correct, then okay. Because if we are agitated and we correct, we will be correcting in different tone and the person will pursue in different way. The problem will become bigger. Problem will not be rectified. There will be a relationship problem between you and your near and dear one whom you are correcting. But if there is no disturbance and out of love and compassion you want to correct, then there is different reaction to it. But you are disturbed and you correct, there will be different reaction to it. Okay? And whenever we want to correct, we should remember this formula, OMA. First of all, we have to check whether my observation right or wrong. Many times our observation may be wrong. Second, we have to check what is my motive to correct. Maybe I am disturbed, so I want to just correct him so that my disturbance is gone. I am disturbed, then I have to rectify myself. Not, but we are not disturbed. Our motive is just to help others, share. Wonderful. So our observation should be right, motive should be right. If our motive is that I should be free from disturbance, disturbance will increase. OMA. And then we have to check, am I authorized? Whether that person accepts me as authority, either moral authority or some authority by whom he will take seriously or she may take seriously. No? If they accept us as moral authorities and we correct, they will accept. But if they don't accept us as authority, they have no respect for us only. And then if you tell, it will just unnecessary make situation bitter. They will find fault at you. If they don't respect you, they will say, "Bahut bada bada baat kar, tum ye karo, wo karo," and then things will become ugly. You are getting point? Does that answer your question? Okay, fine. Hare Krishna. So we'll go to the now last. Okay. Last version. बाद में और additional डाल देंगे, लेकिन ये अभी आज के लिए last. So regarding past, if anything in the past is lingering in our heart, that I have been victimized, there has been injustice, rewrite your story. Rewrite your, because if you keep on holding to that grudge and lingering of the injustice feelings, then you are in victim consciousness and you won't be able to progress in life. You will get stuck in life. If you want to grow, so whatever past in the history, whatever you have some grievances, a feeling that, note it down and reframe that story. Learn to own the responsibility. Learn from that past things and grow in your life. Okay. In present, if you are feeling disturbed by anybody's actions, speeches or behavior, see how you can improve yourself. Instead of fighting with them, trying to correct them, reflect and see how you can become a better person. Take responsibility in life. And for future, so this is mango juice. When you squeeze mango, what comes out? Mango juice. When you squeeze toothpaste, what will come out? If you squeeze orange, what will come out? What will come out? Orange, isn't it? So you squeeze toothpaste, remove all toothpaste and put mango juice in it. And then you squeeze that toothpaste, what will come out? What will come out? Mango juice will come out, no? Isn't it? What is there within will come out. If you squeeze, what is there within will come out. If you squeeze toothpaste, in toothpaste there is no toothpaste, there is mango juice. What will come out? Mango juice. Isn't it? When one squeezes, what is there within comes out. So in life, if we are squeezed, what comes out of us? What will happen? Life will sometimes squeeze us. Yes or no? So what comes about? When we are squeezed, if blame, criticism, anger, envy, hatred is coming out, what does that mean? What does that mean? When we are squeezed, if envy, anger, criticism, hatred, all this is coming out, what does that mean? That means it's there inside. So what is there within us will come out when we are squeezed. So in future, when some challenge comes and we are squeezed, what is there within us will come out. So in future, if some challenge comes and you want to face that challenge joyfully, happily, gratefully, the way great personalities face the challenge. We see Yudhishthir Maharaj, he was squeezed like anything. He never blamed Duryodhana or Dhritarashtra. Even after battlefield Kurukshetra, he was worshipping Dhritarashtra and taking care of him so nicely. Prahlad Maharaj, he was squeezed like anything. But from his heart, he never any negative word for his father came out. Rather, when father was killed, when Narasimha asked, my dear Prahlad, asked any prayer, what did he say? My dear Lord, my father Bechara, out of ignorance, he did so many offenses he committed. He was so envious of you. Please forgive him. What came out of was love. Because in heart there was just love. So no matter how much he was squeezed, what came out was only love. Haridas Thakur was beaten in 22 marketplaces. Not one negative thing came from his consciousness or his word or no. Rather, when this 22 marketplaces was beaten, all they were so helpless. And then they started praying at his feet, my dear Haridas, if you don't die, we'll have to die. Then Haridas Thakur said, you are going to die? Then better I die. And then he went in Samadhi. And in that way he saved them. And Haridas Thakur, when he was being beaten, he prayed to Lord, my Lord, please forgive them. Because in the heart there was no envy, no hatred, so that nothing negative came. Because his heart was filled with love. Only, no matter how much he was squeezed, only what came out? Love. So, what we put inside will come outside. So we have choice in present. What we have to put inside our heart. If we put inside negativity, in future negativity will come out. But if you put inside now positivity, Krishna consciousness, then actually positive things will come out. So reflect situation when you reacted improperly in your life in past. So we can reflect in, okay, last time I behaved in this way. I just think of one situation you maybe reacted improperly. And how would you like to reflect, how would you like to act in future if same situation comes in future? So reflect. Reflect on situation when you reacted improperly. And think, how would you like to react in that situation if that same situation comes again in future? Because in life, similar problems come. Oh, that person angrily spoke to me. I also become angry. Oh, I lament. Why did I speak angrily? Now maybe in future, again, the same person speaks angrily. How I am going to react? I will hear patiently. And after patient hearing, then I will ask, what disturbs you? What do you need? Is there anything I can? Then maybe I will have better conversation. So think of, some situation when you reacted improperly. And imagine in future, same situation happens. Understand whatever problems you have undergone in past and that has disturbed you and you have reacted wrongly, all same problems are going to come in future also. Because these are tests by Krishna. Unless you pass the test, you won't go ahead. Okay, last time this exam paper came, I failed. Now again same exam paper come, I am going to answer that. Maybe I have to prepare now nicely. Last time I did not read, this time I have to read. So similar in life, oh, last time I reacted improperly in this way. Maybe now in similar situation, next time how I am going to react. Okay. So, okay, how many of you able to think of some situation? So just share with the partner. Okay. Okay, this was one situation I reacted improperly. Now in future, if same situation comes, I am going to react this way. Hari Bol. In a Krishna way, I am going to react. Okay? Share with the partner. Hare Krishna. 1 minute. I'm just ending now fast, okay? Our time is running. Okay? Make sure other partner speaks. Okay? Wind up in half a minute. Okay? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So understand this Gigo principle. Good in, good out. Whatever goes in, whatever we hear, we are hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, we are hearing Ramayana, Mahabharata, how great personalities acted. Then we'll also act in that way. We are reading TV, we are reading newspaper, truck hit you, hit back, tit for tat. All this, if you hear movies, this, then you will also behave like that. So, bad in, bad out. So we are made of what inputs we are giving to our self. So everything depends on, we have choice. What kind of music we are hearing, what kind of stories we are reading, what kind of, people we are associating with. So through that, we are giving inputs. So if you are giving negative inputs, we should not expect that I will deal in a positive way. But if you are getting wonderful associations, saintly association, we are hearing Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, we are taking wonderful darshan of Lord, we are engaging our mind and sense in a positive way, then reaction will also be positive. If Krishna is going within, then when situation comes, we'll react also in Krishna God's way. If material things are going, material inputs are going, we'll react in a material way. Sometimes after a few years, all of a sudden we say, why am I reacting like this? Why? Because maybe we have not taken Krishna Gandhi inputs. And we have just taken mundane inputs. So we have to prepare ourselves by keeping. We have to observe us and taking positive spiritual inputs. We have to hear, we have to chant, we have to pray, we have to depend on Lord, we have to serve. All these things we have to do. And if we are doing it, then we can be sure that in future, even if I am squeezed, I will act with mood of servitude. I'll act in a humble way. I'll act in a grateful way, not in a grudging way. So we see, when he was squeezed, our Avanti Brahmana, how did he react? He said, Etam sa ashtaya paratma nishtam adhyasitam purvatamair maharshibi aham tarishyami duranta param tamo mukundangri nishevayeva. He said, he was not disturbed by all the disturbance which people were creating. He said, I am going to cross over this unsurmountable ocean of nescience by being firmly fixed in the service of lotus feet of Krishna. This was approved by previous Acharyas who were fixed in firm devotion to Lord Paramatma, the Supreme Person Godhead. No matter how people react, I am going to be fixed in service and I am going to go back home, back to God. Hari bol. And he went back home, back to Godhead. And Krishna very much appreciated him. And Krishna glorifying him and telling Uddhava, this is how we should practice Krishna consciousness. So much disturbance come in his life. He did not blame anyone. He did not criticize anyone. He did not waste time in rectifying anyone. He just focused in his service attitude. He focused in Krishna consciousness. Perfect life, went back home, back to Godhead. Haribo. So Krishna is recommending this example of Avanti Brahmana to Uddhava for achieving success in. And similarly we see Brahmaji is telling Tatte nukampam sushimakshamano bhunjava evatma kritam vikmakam ridvag vapubir vidadham namaste jivetayo mukti pade sadaya bhag. Brahma is telling, my dear Lord, one who earnestly awaits for you to bestow your causeless mercy upon him, all the while patiently suffering the reaction of his past misdeeds and offering your respectful obeisance with his heart, words and body, is surely eligible for liberation, for it has become his rightful claim. So if we are able to be grateful for all the past traumas, injustices, whatever negativities and all the present challenges, and if we are able to take in Krishna conscious way and very gratefully go on in our Krishna consciousness, then one becomes qualified to go back home, back to Godhead. So we see devotees with higher consciousness. We see Prahlad Maharaj, we see Pandavas, Chitraketu Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada. In their life, they always manifested this consciousness. We see they saw every situation as an opportunity to learn and grow in life. They took everything as arrangement of God, mercy of God. They were always deeply grateful for opportunity. They did not waste time in blame game. They looked within and worked on themselves without blaming people and situations around themselves. And they were always absorbed in serving Lord, especially by hearing, chanting, praying, and depending on Lord. Prabhupada life, so many difficulties, but he was always absorbed, writing Bhagavatam, distributing Bhagavatam, preaching. His service never stopped. And he did not, he was not, he did not get so disturbed that his service got disturbed. Though he saw there were so many problems, he wrote it down with love and compassion so that everybody can know and rectify. He tried to preach to leaders, nobody listened, but he himself did. And he established great Krishna society, and he brought out, transformed lives of millions of people. So, in this way, following the footsteps of great souls, we can upgrade our consciousness the wise way. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Thank you very much. Anybody has any comment or question? Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. So, Prabhuji, how do we balance? Like, one aspect is there that, be good and, be good with others also. First of all, make yourself good and then do the same thing with others. Example, you give this mango juice, filling in the tube and then, that is what coming out. But we see that in outside world, right? If we become too good, people tend to cheat.
No.
Right?
Nobody can cheat. This is victim consciousness. If you think I am being cheated, that is putting blame on others. There is no cheating in this world. We have to be wise. I am foolish, you can say. Instead of saying they're cheaters, you can say I am foolish. Maybe I have to become more wise. If we put blame on others, we will never take responsibility, we will never grow in life. Why they will cheat if you are intelligent? If you are foolish, why they should not cheat you? So we should take responsibility to grow in life. Okay?
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you. So give up victim consciousness, develop victor consciousness. Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, but what if, yes, you're right that I'm foolish, that's why they are cheating, but sometimes, you cannot think so many things, like maybe materially or...
You may be foolish, but Krishna is very wise. Take shelter of Krishna. He will protect you. Don't be foolish to take shelter of some foolish people in this world. or your foolish mind. Take shelter of Krishna, most wise, and he is supreme control. And nobody can cheat you if Krishna doesn't want. If Krishna wants you to be cheated, then cheating will happen. If Krishna doesn't want you to be cheated, can anybody cheat you? Krishna is cheater of cheaters. Duryodhana come try to cheat Pandavas. Krishna cheated all of them. So you take shelter of Krishna, then problem is taken care. But if you don't take shelter of Krishna, we are the most foolish people. Then who can save us? Okay, thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank
Hare
you for
Krishna.
for your time and for the class. I have one doubt, Prabhuji. It's like when we are like we have like heard of many philosophies, many things we have realized in the sense like by time goes. But sometimes what happen is like we sometimes we are in a situation where we are not able to surrender to Krishna because we are so much occupied in the circumstances. Even though we chant, it doesn't imbibe internally, and we get pulled over by situation. So how do we deal ourselves? Because we get pulled over, we
So
become.
therefore, be always in association of devotees. Devotees will protect us. So arrange such programs, and we may be Maya, but when program is arranged, we have to be in Krishna consciousness. Or, we have devotee friends; they will also pull us, push us in this way. Prabhupada said this is a pushing movement. I am pushing you, you push others. In this way, everybody push everyone back home, back to Godhead. Okay.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Amen.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you
Hare
so
Krishna.
much. Actually, this class was perfectly what I needed. So I had one question. You actually had made an activity. You asked us to do an activity where you said, reflect a situation where you reacted improperly. So I have done that and many times, and then I would reflect after doing an improper action, oh, I should have not done it. But it has happened many, many times. And sometimes I feel it's because of the conditioning that I had during my childhood, the way it was, what I have seen. So the consciousness is there, yes, I did not do the right thing, I should not do it next time. But the impulse is so strong that you do it. So what is it that, I can actually improve myself? Is it, yeah.
So
Maybe.
certain things in life, we know it is wrong, but still our impulse will may push us to do that. That means we need higher help. So we can take shelter of senior devotees, take shelter of spiritual master. That's the reason we have spiritual master. That's the reason we have devotees. If we can change ourselves, everything, what is need of guru? What is need of devotees? So we have guru in our life, we have devotees in life because they can help us, lift us. If we are honest and humble to seek their help, they are there to help us. We are not able to help ourselves. We realize I am powerless. So we can surrender to devotees. We can surrender to spiritual master and say, this is my condition, please help me. And they will help us. They will give us some instruction. They will give us, they will pray for us. They will help us. And we can be properly situated. Okay? By their mercy. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. So,
Hare Krishna.
yeah, I mean, I'm kind of not completely understood probably the thing that you told, which is if something is irritating you, it is within us, right? So let's take an example. If someone doing a rash driving, and if it is irritating me, it doesn't mean that I do.
What
rash
is
driving,
exactly irritating you? May not be rash driving. You can just think deeply. What is exactly irritating?
the way somebody is driving.
So, so somebody driving is irritating you or something more deeper?
Yeah, I mean, it's just somebody doing inappropriate driving. If it is irritating, it doesn't mean that it's within me, right?
If that is disturbing, that will be within us. If that is, if we won't be, if others are doing something wrong and that is not within us, will not disturb us, agitate us. We may understand is wrong, but that will not create agitation in us. But if it is creating agitation, that means that is there in us. If we are a good driver, others rash driving will not disturb us. We may feel compassion for them. We may feel, he may create damage, he may have accident, he may die. We may feel concern, but that will not agitate us and disturb our consciousness.
And on the other hand, if rash driving is not irritating me, and if I'm driving, if I'm doing a rash driving, so is it also true? I mean, though it is within me, why is it not irritating me?
Afterwards, somebody dash you, smash you, then you will get irritated. Okay, just matter of time. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Then you will shout and scream at him. Okay. Okay. So thank you very much. Shil Prabhupada ki jai, Mahaprasad ki jai, Mahaprasade Govinde, Nam Brahmane Vaishnave, Svalpa Punya Vatam Rajan, Vishwasanaiva Jayate, Sharira Vidya Jal, Jadendriya Tahe Kal, Jive Fele Vishe Sagare, Taramate Jivati, Lobhamaya Sudharmati, Taki Jeta Katina Sansare, Krishna Bada Dayamay, Karibare Jiva Jai, So Prasadanna Dilo Bhai, Sei Annamrita Pao, Shri Radha Krishna Gunagao, Premedako Sri Chaitanyitai, Jai Nimai Jai Nitai, Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Shivasati Gaur Bhakturinda, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Bhagavat Mahaprasad ki jai. Okay, thank you very much. Yes. Hare Krishna. So actually I wanted to do kirtan for 5 minutes, but because we got late, so we just take prasad. Huh?